You're going to lift it over. So you can get away straight away. Eliminate play. Start. You know where to sit.
Yeah, well, I suppose I see myself a little bit differently this year. I'm looking at trying to educate more people around the place, to encourage more people to participate and be a part of what Brisbane Hockey's about. We're trying to educate our coaches, we're trying to educate parents, and we're trying to educate our players so that we create depth in our coaching ranks and depth in our participation and depth in our volunteers. So I see myself as that role, or as a person that creates and assists in that role. Look, I've been working with the Blades probably for the last 3 years, but given the opportunity as the head coach this year, which is exciting for me and something I've always wanted to do. I moved to Brisbane probably 6 years ago as part of one of my goals was to try and coach at the highest level, and to coach the Blades, and given that opportunity this year is just really exciting and something I've always wanted to try and do. So, you know, going forward from here, it's new times for me, new things, and it's a little bit different because we've got so many athletes that don't live in Brisbane and don't participate here. So trying to get with those guys and sort out how the team's going to look and how the balance of it, how we're going to train and how we're going to get together. It's all new for me, but it's all going to be exciting and looking really much forward to it. For me, it's something that we go down, we play well, and that's the key thing. And I think that the rest of the stuff will look after itself as long as we can go down there, get together as a unit, start playing well as a team, and then opportunities will arise for us. So just for me, it's about getting together, playing well as a team, and then hopefully everything else will fall into place in behind. You know, I think that everyone brings something new to a team, depends on what they bring, but as far as I'm concerned, I bring something in regards to a little bit different. I think that too as well, I'm not a full-time coaching at the highest level, so I sometimes sit out on the outside to be able to look in a little bit more and maybe give a little different look at things. So for me, it's an opportunity to be able to bring what my feelings and the way I want to play to a group of guys, and hopefully we can make that happen. I suppose this is the grassroots, and this is where we're about, and this is where we want to get kids back into playing again. Sometimes the turf is a great place to be on, but the grass fields provide our grassroots. It's where most of our kids are introduced into the game, and most of the kids get brought into the game, and this is where we want to be a little bit more. And what we're trying to offer this year, or trying to be a little bit more proactive in, is that we want more of the parents to understand how the game's played. So we're trying to run community coaching accreditations for all coaches, all kids, or all parents. My emphasis is more about educating parents and making sure that they understand our game. We get a lot of new parents and a lot of new kids into our game, and sometimes they just don't see how this game works. It's a difficult game because it's played with a hockey stick and you don't use your hands or feet. It's a stick that actually moves the ball. So what we're trying to do is educate the parents so that they can get a grasp of the game, so that they feel more comfortable when they're going back home with their kids, to hopefully help them out and give them some little tools that they can help out back at home. So my education is about educating parents so that they understand the game better. If we understand the game, then it's easy for them to understand how to help their children out. We've always found that family and friends are always ones that pass it on. So by educating the people we have, they go back and talk to their family and friends, and then they bring those people back into the game too as well. So for me, that's the way that we grow our game. I think that we've always been going to schools and educating schools about the way we play, but I think that if we educate the people we have, then we start to grow the game within inside those areas. They invite other friends, they invite family members, and that's how a game can grow from there. I suppose the expectation is, one, we get more kids to play our game, but two, the more people that play the game, then the follow-on is that we start to encourage more people to flow through into our higher ranks. And that's what it's all about. In the end, we need people playing not just at junior level, but all the way through from our Division 6 Classic League all the way through to Division 1. And by getting more people at the grassroots, then we get more people at our top end. And then we create more people at our top end, we start to create a better league. And if you create a better league, then opportunities arise for not just our athletes to go further and play at a higher level, but too as well, it just makes it a spectacle that people can come watch.
You're going to lift it over. So you can get away straight away. Eliminate play. Start. You know where to sit.